This is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Okay, this is going to be kind of a fun video. We're going to talk about underwear and clothes. That's one thing that kind of first. Let's go back a ways. When I was younger, you know, I wasn't a yuppie or what do you call it? Fashions never really impressed me, and that's why I find it odd, kids getting beat up for their tennis shoes or their clothes or jacket, sport jacket, all this kind of stuff. Just go right over my head. I don't understand any of that stuff. And also, so then I started having children. Like I say, 22, I got married and started having children. And when you're like that, as the dad, there's a saying in Central America, a father is like an old dog. You just kind of take them for granted, and you just, they're everything, don't worry about the old dog. And that's basically what happens when you've got your young family and stuff like that. I mean, all of your resources, all your money, all your focus is on the children. And so then the clothing that I would wear would be this whatever kind of cheap clothing I can get, so. And it just kind of, I never thought that much about it. That's why I'm making this video. I never thought that much about it. And then in Central America, when I travel light, when I was on the motorcycle, traveling with Xena, my dog, on the motorcycle, we drove all over Central America. And matter of fact, we drove all the way up to Canada too, and over to Miami, Florida. So we went a lot of places. And so I travel light. And when I'm on the road, a lot of times I'll need clothes, and they're just temporary clothes. Now, down in Central America, they have a lot of used clothes places. And that's here in the United States, when you sell your clothes or you give your clothes away, it goes into a big bag. And this big bag, a lot of times sometimes they'll buy your old jeans, stuff like that, so much a pound, or I don't know if you sell it to them by the pound or what. But anyway, you buy it by the pound, and they'll get these big old bags of clothes, take it down to Central America, and then sort through them. And I don't know if they wash them or not, but like I say, they'll sort through them and everything. And then they'll hang them up, and then there's places that sells these used clothes. And when I'm on the road, a lot of times if I need more clothes, I'll buy them right there. Why? For one thing, they're American from the United States, so there's a lot of them more my size. So that's one reason. And then, like I say, a lot of times I just need it because it's cold, I got wet, or something like that. And so the clothes itself, they're really dirt cheap. And then what I'll do is just throw it away whenever I get done with it, because I don't need the load. I don't have the space, so. So I haven't been all that picky in clothing. And people will see me and they'll say, especially down Central America, I don't dress like I'm rich, because I say I don't want anybody kidnapping me or doing whatever kind of weird things they want to do to me. So, I've never really been real classy dressed. And then I mentioned when I'm talking about the kids, one of the biggest arguments we had was the $100 tennis shoes. I didn't make hardly any money, and then here you are spending $100 for a pair of tennis shoes for the kids. When I'm wearing Walmart Velcro shoes. But I made a video talking about that already. But that's what I'm saying. So the kids dressed well, so, and and it didn't bother me. I mean, well, it bothered me, the money that we spent for the kids to dress well. But I mean, for me personally, my dress wasn't that big of a deal. And I say I've been working in a restaurant, so people don't see me. I'm in the kitchen cooking. Or like out here, I'm working on the ranch. I mean, I just wear just whatever, no big deal. But one of the things that I've noticed is, like I say, lost my wife 5 years ago. And it's taken me a little time since then. I've been slowly starting to dress better. And when I say dress better, I mean I'm still not fashionable. That's for sure. But one of the things I've noticed is, well, one thing I just ordered some new shoes. Normally you don't know, but normally I wear combat boots and big hiking boots and stuff like that. A lot of it's for protection, for protecting my feet, and like I say, I'm in the counter-terrorist business, so I'm ready to do my work. And but I've noticed these new shoes that I've ordered, kind of tennis shoes. I call them tennis shoes, they're sports shoes kind of stuff. And I'm spending a little bit more on that. And I've also noticed, and this was since I lost my wife. Like I say, I'm slowly getting more and more better taste, I guess, in clothing. But the thing that really got my mind is my socks. Now I'm getting better quality socks, and I look more for what this stuff is made out of and this type of stuff. And I'm taking fireman classes, and so I'm too old to be a fireman, but like I say, I run around with volunteer firemen, so I take classes. And well, one thing we learned is you don't want stuff melting to you. So I've been getting more cotton. This is not cotton, but I've been replacing. You notice my shirts, I've been replacing them with cotton shirts. And but like I say, my underwear, I noticed my underwear. What am I doing with these classy underwear? I don't have anybody to show it off to. But like I say, I've been getting better quality underwear, and so I guess maybe I'm getting ready for my new woman. I want to make sure I impress her or something, So, but I say I've noticed now in the way of my style hasn't really changed all that much. But like I say, the quality has, and I'm much more observant on materials that my clothing is made of. And it's just I find it kind of interesting because now, like I say, and if you notice, a lot of the old men, they look nice. They down Central America, boy, they wear a suit, and I mean they look really nice. And I've noticed I've been looking nicer. So, and I don't know if I think about these old guys. I don't know if they got women or the women dress them or why they're all slicked up, But anyway, I've noticed I'm starting to get that way too. And I've noticed, well, one thing, I'm older, so that's, even in the United States, I get a little bit more respect when I'm older. But also, I notice by dressing better, I'm the first impression kind of stuff. I can tell it works. Normally, I catch them off guard. Because I don't look all that good, and then when I start doing my thing, you can see I've got a little bit of class, and that kind of throws everybody off. But I do a lot of that, shock and awe. Yeah, I do that a lot. So, but anyway, I just wanted to talk about the dress and how it's changed for me as I got older, and some of the results. And like I say, I feel a little bit better too about myself when It's funny when you get fancy underwear, how it makes you feel a little bit better. Now I think I know how the women, because, you know, I remember my wife used to all the time get all the fancy underwear, and I thought she was doing it for me. I don't know. I think she's doing it for herself. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.